It's women crushing it Wednesdays. OGs hooking up in the kitchen. Call it being range. Nike's opinions leave you kids days. Me and Zo's an unforgettable fighter. With a fist raised, we talking offense and defense. Cause if you get knocked out, it's all in the pretense. We put lights out like D10s. Christine, so pristine, you gotta respect the Queen's gift. Just sit back and enjoy the views. Opinions are plentiful, but it's for y'all to choose. Women crushing it Wednesdays. Let's get into it. It hit different.
Yes, girl, yes. Good evening, everybody, and hello, Nika. How you doing, Mama?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
So I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at the National Open, and I'm in a closet, but I'm at an Airbnb. Because we got 5 fighters here, and that's why our girl Crystal's not here right now. She'll be in later. She is a ring captain, official, judge. So she's working. They're about to be out though, and she's gonna join us.
I
But
know she ain't gonna miss this. She gotta talk her shit.
she's gonna probably be in the car talking her shit. She can't wait. But before we get started, shout out to Almighty Kane for the intro. The smooth. It's like jazzy. It's like
Yeah.
vibey. It's just like woo. Yes, so shout out to him. And of course, Arthur de Theta that usually does our thumbnails, but she's been a little busy. But we still give her her
That's a good
props.
thing. Good thing. Yeah.
Busy's good. I mean, she's
Yeah.
she's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. But we uh we got to get straight to it and congratulate the new face of boxing, Terrence Crawford. Congratulations to him and his whole team, everybody, all the coaches, Bo Mac, Red, Bernie, and then of course Vital, Team Vital with Paulina and Denise, the nutritionist, and then of course Coach Chet, Essence Coach, and all the sparring partners, all the
Yeah.
sparring partners. I couldn't.
Yeah. Congratulations to them. I have
Oh,
one. This was such a great fight, you guys. I only have one complaint. I would like to speak on that. The
what is
complaint that
that?
I have is because I thought that I was gonna be able to see a lot of meltdowns online.
They
The people
disappeared.
that were talking the biggest shit.
They disappeared.
Why now? They are missing in action. They don't want to speak. They're like hiding. And I'm just like, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. I want to see the meltdowns. I want to see
I
the
want to see them
meltdowns.
too. Or they're
So
like,
that's the
oh, you
only
know
thing I'm
what?
disappointed in it.
They were talking so much shit. If we would have lost, oh my God, they would have been in our face. But they're like, oh, but yeah, respect to Bud and yeah, this and that and blah, blah, blah.
No, but everybody, there's some, funky characters who still talking their shit. Delusional people. I'm not even gonna say their names because they don't need.
They
They don't
don't
need
need
it.
that. Yeah, we don't need to
Not
give
from
them nothing.
me. But they're saying, oh, I even saw one person say, oh my god, I haven't even seen this person on my timeline before, but I saw them today, and they have the audacity to say, "Oh, Crawford beat up
Of course.
Canelo."
Of course they're going to say that.
I
Of
was
course they're
like,
going to say
"What?
that.
Are you kidding me?"
No, people are making excuses. It's like no matter what he does, no matter who he fights, they always got something to say about whoever he fought. Whoever he's, oh, well, it's because of this. It's because of that. They can't just give him his props.
No,
You know?
I told you. I said it was like Bud could fight Jesus, and they would say, "Oh, Jesus was pinned to the cross."
Yep.
His hand, they're never gonna give
Yep.
that man a cross. But I really
Nope.
wanted to see meltdowns. I'm disappointed in the meltdowns that I didn't see. I'm disappointed. Y'all gotta come back out talking the shit that y'all were talking before the fight. Where are you guys? Where are you
Exactly. Exactly.
guys? Where are
Look,
you?
look at some of these comments. Bud Smoke Canelo. He changed his name. We did it again, ladies. Bud Crawford. Yes, Crawford looked like ATG after the lesson he gave Canelo. Yes, Chevy's red corner, my girl. Hey, boo. She said she got to go because she was going for Canelo, but I didn't give her a hard time, though. I didn't give her a hard time.
Hard nigga,
um,
did you give respect? It's just like, I mean, The people, I'm disappointed. I really am disappointed in the shit, the meltdown. People really like just disappeared, and they're just like. And then
Yeah.
I seen some people say, oh, you know what, Nika, don't even speak on that because I'm not even gonna give them any traction either.
Yeah, no, you've
I
been
told you that. I think I'll tell you later what I saw. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Yeah, tell me later. And I'm kind of petty. I'll put out a little picture, a little something, but I'm not going to argue with anybody because then I have people trying to argue, like straight after. Bud got out the ring, and they were asking him questions. They're like, "Hey, you can drop down to 154 and fight Boots." He's like, "No, like what?" And I was like, "LOL, no." And somebody's like, "Oh, what's funny?" Bud's funny, and it's funny that you think or anybody thinks that he would drop down to meet somebody who hasn't fought nobody and give him his glory. No, why would he do that? He's on top of the
And now
world.
this is the guy that they want. They want Bud to drop down to 154. And this is
Yeah,
the guy that they just said he needed 2 tune-ups at 154. But you want him who just beat Canelo to go back down.
exactly.
You gotta put your
Exactly.
sandals on and get the fuck out of my
He
face.
has nothing that Bud could ever want. And no disrespect to him. You know what? I hope that he shuts me up and shows me, not that he has to, but that he shows me and fights somebody because I love to see all these guys succeed. But what does he have? He has absolutely nothing.
But they were always disrespecting Bud over Boots.
Yes,
So
always.
I don't give a fuck about their
And
feelings.
even when they interviewed Boots and said, "Hey, you've been compared to Bud, like that's a great compliment." He's like, "No, I ain't nothing like Bud. No, not." Okay, well then why were you Canelo's sparring partner? If you're nothing like Bud and you're not, but why did they think that you were, and why did you feel like? I mean, I know he was getting big money, but why did you think you could help him if you're nothing like Bud? Just saying.
And then when that picture was posted with Boots and Canelo, they were just like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, the
what's
internet
Canelo
was
gonna
going
do? Then Boots
crazy.
next."
X was going crazy. I thought it was so funny. It was hilarious to me. Um, Daniel said it was so funny seeing D Style squirm afterwards. So, Crystal had told me that D Style actually made like a whole song, about how Canelo was gonna do this and that, blah blah blah.
Did he really?
I
Because
know.
if he
I said I
did,
don't even want to
because
see it.
I just discovered that I can rap. So if I hear this song and it's a little, and I'm in my petty bag, I might
Yes.
do a little
Let's go.
diss track on
Let's
you.
go. You hear that? You hear that?
D-Style.
D-Style. You hear that?
And
And
D-Style, it'll be Nike style on your ass.
Lisa, hey, so, my husband was for Canelo. Most of my kids were for Bud, and then at the last second, my son, who is always usually on it, changed at the last minute and went with Canelo. I said, "Son, don't do it," because he's a betting man. I said, "Don't do it." He didn't listen. He won't listen to his mama from now on.
So you want to talk about the actual fight and how it went down? Like, let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Or should we wait
Let's
till Chris
get
again? Because I know she wants to talk about that.
Yeah. No, let's talk about it because a lot of people thought that it was like 8-4, 5. I mean, crazy. The scoring. So talk to me
Somebody
about
said it was 6-6.
Yeah, exactly.
I said you need one
in
more
what
6 to make you the
universe?
devil. Because I was like, when they said, I said you need one more 6 to make you the devil. Because there was no 6-6 anywhere. Get out of here.
But yeah, so yes. So talk to me. Talk what you think. I'm with Bud, Smoke, Canelo, and Ray Big Time 35 being generous. But what did you think when you saw the fight? How did it play out to you? What did you think it was?
So, I had me a little drink. I'm not going to lie. I was inebriated because I knew it was going to be a good show. So,
Yeah.
So I'm watching the fight, and the first round was just like, they were both feeling each other out. It was just like, they were just like doing they were doing the waltz. They were moving around. So the first round was kind of hard to like, you could have gave that first round to anybody because it was just like a feel out round. But then the fight progressed on, and I think that Crawford. Well, I'm gonna say this. So he started hitting Canelo, and that I think he made a guy hit one time, and I don't think he might have felt what he thought was maybe not that hard of a punch. So he's
Uh-huh.
like, you know what?
Uh-huh.
I could take these
He's
punches.
like,
So then
oh,
I felt like, he just started getting more comfortable into the rhythm, getting in there doing a little bit of combos.
yeah.
Canelo was like all over the place, and self-admittedly. So I don't. The haters, if you want to say, oh, Nike's just no. Canelo himself, when they asked him what was the problem, like what was it, the speed, da da da. Canelo said everything. I couldn't figure it out, man.
Everything.
I couldn't
The
figure it out, man.
speed,
I was
the
just like very
power,
honest.
the
That's why
style, everything.
he couldn't figure it out. And he looked frustrated in there. Canelo looked frustrated in there. And anybody that says otherwise, they're just, a Canelo fan. You're
Like when a
feeling.
ladybug, when you see a ladybug and their wings are all up, like they look flustered, like the ladybug with the wings all up. That's what he looked like.
One
Ladybug.
sequence when Canelo got hit, he turned his head, it looked like he was like, damn, you doing all this? That's the face that he gave me, like, damn, we doing all this. And it was such a great fight. I felt like if he had a couple of more rounds, he probably would have knocked Canelo out, because he was huffing and puffing, like he was just flustered and aggravated. Like, it was a beautiful thing to watch. And because in my mind, I'm just like, oh man, Bud is winning this fucking fight. He's winning this fight, and Canelo is gonna be looking for a big shot, because this is the only way he's gonna win, because he's not winning this fight. And he couldn't get that shot off that he was looking for. He had to keep resetting, so he could never get a planted, firm punch on Bud like that.
And the way like, it's like shocks are. It's like, so whenever Canelo would load up and throw something in those body shots, those lead hand hooks to the body, Bud would like move back and like cushion the shot, like, so it wasn't full force. It was not full force.
I don't think he ever felt like a very flushed shot from Canelo. So
he didn't.
The game plan that they had, they executed it very well. Canelo and his coach, I said Reynoso. I said Reynoso didn't know so that night, because the only thing he knew was that Crawford came to fight.
Didn't know so.
Yeah, Reynoso didn't know so.
That is funny.
In the corner, he told him, he was like, this guy came to fight. He came to win.
Yes.
And I was just like, that's the only time he knew so. That's the only time he knew so, because
right.
They didn't have a game plan, a plan B, a plan C. They didn't change nothing up.
And we always talk about that. You got to have something else in your bag. If plan A don't work, guess what? Get B, get C, get D. Absolutely.
But I think they went all the way up to Z, and they still would. They still would have won. They would have went through the whole alphabet. They would have started using numbers.
There was nothing.
Started using numbers, and they still couldn't find a way to beat that man. Ooh, that was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing.
True. It's true. And and I saw it like you. So being generous, and I mean generous, I gave it 10-2. But I was more like whoever said 10-1. I was more about 10-1. But I said, you know what? Let me be generous and give 10. Because I don't want to sound like a hater. Okay, we're gonna address this. Haciel Lopez, the Mega Monster. We're gonna address that in a minute, but not right now.
Yeah, I'm going there.
But in the beginning, yes, the first round was a feel out round, but I really felt Bud still took it, like just slight. And I said I don't want to be biased, but I feel like he did. Chevy. Okay, Chevy. We're gonna talk about it, Chevy, soon. Stay tuned. But he totally controlled the fight to me. The thing that worried me when Canelo was throwing those lead hand hooks to the body, the left hand hooks to the body, because he did catch Bud like a good 5 or 6 times. He did, and I was like, they're gonna add up. But Bud acted like it didn't phase him.
Affect him, yeah, as I'm saying.
At all.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, he's taking his shots. Can he take a headshot? Is he going to take a headshot? So then Canelo hit him in the head, hit him in the face. He ate that. He smiled.
When he smiled, I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
good.
Exactly.
Oh, this is good. I was like, oh, Twitter's going to be on fire tonight.
Oh, it was on fire, wasn't it? Anytime Canelo landed a good shot 1 or 2 shots. Guess what? What did Bud do? Come back with 5, 6 shots. Amazing. And then for all those people that don't know about boxing and talked about Bud was running, get the fuck out of
Yeah, I
here.
was like,
Run
really?
my
I was like, he
ass.
was not running. He was
That
not running.
was
He was
a
piecing Canelo up.
beautiful boxing performance lesson. He was working his angles. He was doing exactly what he needed to do. And he looked so calm and cool and collective the whole time.
And
We
I feel
never
like
saw
he
him
didn't
swim.
even look like he was even touched up at all. He didn't.
And,
He
and,
could
and
have fought.
like you were saying, Canelo was getting frustrated. Yeah, he was. He headbutted him. He even elbowed him, but he couldn't slow Bud down. He couldn't do it.
But I
He
think
couldn't
there's
do
a
it.
there's. Let me. I'm getting to her. Oh, y'all putting in the chat tonight. Let me
Oh,
pay
Hector.
attention so I can get all these.
Shout out, Coach. Shout
Alright,
out
so
to Hector Bermudez. Shout out, Coach.
okay.
Respect.
Ding,
Big
ding,
fan,
ding, ding,
big
ding, ding,
fan.
ding. Okay,
Yes,
thank you,
read it
Hector
out.
Bermudez. All these cheap. Okay, I'm reading the chats. If you pay, I read. Okay, all these cheap motherfuckers on the chat need to send a super chat. Support the channel.
I know y'all know who
I'm
Coach
not gonna say they cheap. I'm not gonna say
Hector is.
but I just read the comments, man. Thank
I
you,
know
we
who
appreciate
Coach
it.
Hector is.
Let's see. He was tagging Canelo a lot, and Canelo's face said otherwise. Yeah, that's why I'm just like, these people. That's why I'm so glad that I'm in my peaceful era, because I really see that people are just delusional, and when they're fanatics, they're not gonna see what's going
Right.
on actually going on in front of them, and they're gonna get online and just lie, just bold-faced lie. This man was running, and oh my god.
I really tried not. I mean, obviously, we're big Bud fans on here, and hey PJ, Canelo too. I mean, nothing against Canelo.
Yeah, no,
Canelo
because
is great. He's the
I
face.
always say I'm a Canelo fan. You could be more than one boxer's fan. That's the thing. But these
Yeah.
fanatics, they don't be a fan of boxing. They're a fan of fighters. That's it. So that's why
Exactly.
I had to learn how to stop arguing with those people, because they don't even watch boxing. They watch one fighter, and that's all they
Yeah.
know. And if their fighter's getting beat, they don't see it. They have the I'm delusional goggles on,
No, they do. They do. And so I really tried to look this fight like without being biased. But you know what? You could not deny, Bud's jabs. I mean, his flurry of combinations, him absorbing those shots and headshots, the way his movement was, like I said, like shocks. He absorbed them. He didn't take them full on. He took a step back and then he'd come back in, working his angles. I was just so impressed. I've always been impressed with him. But this fight, oh my God. And people they're still talking. They're still talking.
I know, that's why I had to learn that in my peaceful era. Like, now that I observe, I really just see people do shit a lot for rage bait. Like they say things that know there's gonna like and know it's bullshit, but they want to see people react to it, and it's so weird. It's so fucking weird, because it's be
It
grown
is.
ass men. It be men, women too, but it's mostly grown ass men. We being real, but now they're trying to get the next person to fight, but now they want to fight Benavidez. Now every time Bud beat their guy, they're gonna pack up their suitcase and go to the next guy who they think is gonna beat Bud. They have that train transfer ready for every time after the fight. After Spence, they are.
And we're definitely gonna talk about that, because already. But before we move on to that, I want to say, and Coach Hector, respect to him, he can testify to this too. Being a coach, so any other coaches out there, the thing is so the whole team handled everything so well, because you be so calm. You have to be calm, because your boxer feels your energy. If you're nervous or you're not, I don't know, sure about how the round or whatever, they feel your energy. And props to B&B, because they were so calm the whole time. And that's why, Bud is able to keep his composure. It's part of him, but that's why too, the people around him, they've been there before. They know what they have.
I couldn't remember which round it was, but I think Bomac was saying something to Bud, and it was just like, because they really didn't have to tell him nothing. He was in there doing it. So then Bomac was like, "Coach Isaiah, you got anything?" And Isaiah was like, Just keep
Yeah,
doing what
I
they
know.
didn't have to tell him anything. They were very
No,
calm, cool, and collected. They knew that
very
was
calm, cool, and
direct
collected.
shot.
And for people
People think,
that I mean, I have been blessed enough to see, and y'all, you, everybody, like, there's a lot of people that have, but I've been blessed enough to see from my own eyes, Bud is so intelligent. Like, he can work a corner too. Like, well, he works his fighters in B&B's corners, and he tells them exactly what to do. He has the same temperament, the calm, cool, collective, giving them direct instruction, not too many, not too much, you know. And just the whole thing was just beautiful.
it was
It really
beautiful.
was. Yeah, it
Oh
was
man.
great.
And I know that there were so many people ready for him to go just so they could come talk shit to us. Just
Oh,
that alone. Just that alone.
of course, because we had our pom poms. We were ready.
Yeah, yeah.
We were cheering for him the whole time. And then yeah, somebody said, Andrade,
Yeah, he's like, what you
he
got
came
definitely with?
out, and I don't blame him. You know what? I get it. Get on the train. Get on the train. Try to get you a fight, whatever. But honestly, no disrespect. Nobody that I know wants to see that matchup with Canelo and him. I'm sorry. I don't know.
They still, I think a lot of people still want to see Canelo and Benavidez.
Yes. And we know that Canelo has two more fights with Uncle Turk. Two more fights. So he's gonna fight two more fights at least. Okay, so Nika ding ding ding.
Okay, what was it? Ding 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 ding. Okay, see y'all be putting some crazy things up here. Thank you, Bol. You don't want to say his name. Y'all see the name on the y'all see his name on the screen. I don't need to say his name. But Nello get cheeks clapped when he fights elites. I don't even want to say read out his screen
Yeah,
name.
y'all
But
see the
thank
name.
you, Bolas.
Y'all see the name.
Oh my
That's
god.
funny.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, like, like you said, like, Bud can't even get out of the ring and wipe the sweat from his forehead before somebody's like trying to match him. Okay, we got one. Ooh, thank you.
Okay, hold on. All right. Thank you, ding, 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 ding. Okay, thank you, AI Meets NI Music. We appreciate the super chat.
Yeah.
Some people are dedicated to their hate. Yes, they fucking are. Okay, it's like having a belief that no evidence can shake. It's called bigotry. We're dealing with butt bigots. I like that. You know what? Butt bigots.
Bud
I
Biggets.
like that. Butt bigots.
Bud
Yeah,
Biggets. I
they're just
like that.
dedicated to hating the man. Yes, man. You know what? This
That's it.
deserves to stay up here for a little bit.
Yeah, Twin
But
Munoz.
butt
Where's D
bigots.
Style?
you need
Where's
to
D
you need to
Style?
coin that phrase, butt bigots, because that's
I like
exactly what it
it.
is.
No, it really is, because he cannot do anything right. They always criticize him, no
This guy
matter
right
what
here on
he's
the screen,
proven.
I put it here. He is one of those butt bigots. Stephen Pope, you was hating on Crawford since Spence, man. And then you wanted Canelo so bad to beat Bud, and it didn't happen. And now you're trying to act like,
Mm,
I'm always
what
giving
what
props.
about
No, you
you at the
didn't. No, you
conference?
didn't. Don't lie. Don't
Yoda,
lie.
Yoda.
Now you want to give props because you had to eat crow, you know. And I hope your
We
crow
certainly,
was raw.
really.
I hope they
Well,
didn't put it on
please.
the.
And Trill's talking about, they said that they're talking about a rematch. They did, but yeah, sure. So Shiraz, we know, is Uncle Turk's guy, right? And he wants to make some money. So I see that in the future. I see that in the very near future. But let's talk about yes. So let's talk about as soon as Bud pretty much gets out of the ring, we got Uncle Turk talking about, I wonder if David Benavidez can
Just
drop
kidding.
down.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this man's got all the money. This man's got everything. And if he wants to make that fight happen, he probably will. And I'm about to, like, I got my boxes in there. But anyway, so that's what we know Uncle Turk wants. Dave Benavidez. And you know what? So Hacia Lopez, Mr. Lopez, was saying, yeah, what about that? What about that? What about that? I think David Benavidez is amazing. I think he is a monster. But baby, I'm just saying.
You don't want to see Benavidez and Canelo?
Yeah, I would want to see Benavidez come out, but I really feel like Shiraz would be, because that's Uncle Turk's guy. Remember, he was in the he was there when he was fighting. He was in the field of play, telling him the scores, telling him he was down. Like, that's his guy. So I think he would give him the bag before he would give it to Benavidez, and I think he would rather Benavidez fight Canelo. I mean,
I
fight
saw
Bud.
before we went live, I saw Benavidez' father post a picture with Turkey, and it was like big things, big news coming. So I don't know what that means. You know, they like to give us
It,
blues clues, and we got to put it together,
Yeah,
figure it out.
it definitely starts conversations like this. Is it going to be for Canelo? Is it going to be for Bud? But I interviewed Bomac after, and they were like, would you fight him? Whatever, and he's like, no. I mean, let's let this marinate. Let's have this win. Let's celebrate. Let's go home. Camps are long. It's like, I know that people want to know, but it's like, okay, let people breathe first, and then we can talk about it. Then we talk about it.
But
Uh,
the Twitter already, they were already putting Bud in fights for people they want to beat Bud.
yes, yes,
They
yes.
can't find them. I'm telling you, everybody be packing their suitcase up, going on the next fighter that they want to beat Bud, because it's like they're the Bud bigots. Shout out. Let me
I
see
like that.
what was
I
his name
like
again,
it.
because
True.
that was, you know what, I like that. You need
Yes.
to really start that hashtag. It was this guy right here. AI meets, and I
Yeah,
interview guys.
we're gonna give him credit.
Him or
Oh,
her, because I don't know. It could be a lady too. So,
yes, he, she. Yes, you're right. It could be a lady too. We got another ding, ding, ding.
okay. Oh, hold on now. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, Antonio. Okay, ding, 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 ding. It was a super sticker. Thank you so much, Antonio.
Yes, thank you,
Antonio
Antonio.
Luna. Viva,
So,
viva la bad. What would they say after the
viva la, viva la Bud. Latinas, Mexicanas, Mexicanos for Bud. Um, and that's another thing. Oh, Ray Big Time said motherfuckers want Bud to fight Bivol. They throwing all those names out there, but that's another thing I want to talk about. Bud's walkout. And Steven Nelson did his outfit, was
Oh, yeah.
great. And I saw some comments that I was just like, come on now, where they were saying they were upset. They felt like, as a African American black man, why does he got to take from somebody else's culture? And these were, black African American people saying this, and I'm like, you know what? Bud has always
They
been
were Bud
about-
haters. They were Bud haters, though.
look at his camp. Look at everybody he surrounds himself with. He loves who he loves. It doesn't matter like where they come from, and it shouldn't. We need a little bit of more of that. There's a lot of Mexican people in Omaha, Hispanic people. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's just another excuse for them to cry about. They want something to cry about. They can't justify Canelo getting his butt whooped by Bud. So
Yes.
they come, oh, why he's wearing that outfit? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Did they say that? Did they say it when Mayweather wore the sombrero?
Because these are Bud bigots. Bud bigots. I'm gonna start saying that all the time. I get tired.
Yeah.
I see it all the time, man. It's crazy. They don't ever want to get this man his props, man. It's crazy.
So why somebody said Ness is what? What'd they say?
Ness the snitch.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what they talk about.
I don't either. Honestly, I don't know. There's certain people that I watch, and I'm sorry, he's not one of them. Nothing against him. I'm sure he's got a great platform, got a lot of followers.
Was he
But
going
I
for
personally
Canelo?
don't watch
He's
him.
going for Canelo?
I don't know. Christine don't like
I was reading the
Andra at
comments.
all.
I'm not throwing shots at anybody. I just find it funny that the people that were talking the most shit, per usual,
Per usual.
you get laryngitis, you lost your voice
Yeah.
now. But y'all been talking with your thumbs. Your thumbs still work, don't it? Or your thumb is in your ass now.
The
Your
thumbs
thumb is in
definitely
your
work.
ass now.
Rockshaw said Christine don't like right at all. I don't know him personally. I bet he's a great guy. Do I want to see him? Does he like light my fire and make me want to like spend some money to fight? No, I'm sorry, but I'm sure there's people that do want to see him. But I personally do not. He does nothing for me. I'm sorry.
But and you're entitled to feel that way. Like, why can't we have our own opinions and like who we want to like?
Micah.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, seriously.
You already know when we have our own opinion, get blocked or we get called haters. You already know that because
Yeah,
when
it's
we
so
pick
weird. It really
somebody
is
or we
weird.
like
But
somebody over somebody else, it's
I
ridiculous.
honestly, I don't care about none of that stuff no more. Like I used to go off on people, like, but then I realized a lot of y'all are just dumb.
And
One,
they like it.
two,
They
you
like
like
it.
drama. You like to gaslight people to argue.
Yeah,
Y'all be saying, "Oh, Nigel loves to argue." No, it's the people that's try me. They love to argue because they know I'm
yep,
gonna pop off,
that's
and I
true.
give them what they want. But I haven't done it in
They
a
love
while,
it.
so
They're in love with you for that.
they
Um,
can suck it.
Sheldon said, let's talk about Mac's return. He was great. He really was.
I thought it. Well, you know what? It was during the one of the press conferences, and he was just sucking off Dana White, like trying to say.
Okay,
And then
I didn't
Canelo
see
had to
that.
check him. He was like, "Oh no! Boxing's always been big, big, big." Because he was,
Okay, I didn't see that because you
yeah,
know
Matt
what?
Kellerman was trying to give Dana White all this unnecessary prop. I was just like, "Damn, man, you
I
know,
didn't see that.
did you get the balls? Did you get the
Yeah.
balls?"
I didn't see that. And you know what, Lee? Sorry, Dana. I don't know you. I know you do great things, whatever. But what did he really do besides attach his name? You know,
Nothing, absolutely nothing,
whatever. I'm like, whatever.
absolutely nothing.
So
And
Yogi said, I'm concerned at how many people don't understand that being smaller, climbing weight, and winning is more impressive than a bigger fighter against a smaller man is crazy. I agree with that. And you know what? I know you don't agree with me, Nike, on this, and Crystal doesn't either. But I have to reiterate it. I do not believe in weight bullies. Now people were calling Bud a weight bully because they said that he wasn't fight because he could have been fighting 68 and he was fighting these smaller guys. So he's like the biggest weight bully of them all. I don't believe in weight bullies. I believe that.
that's another thing that they have a book that they go through. You know, when the shit don't go their way, now they gotta go to the next excuse.
That's
Now
true.
he's a weight bully. You know, it's a book, so you can't. It's never ending. It's never ending. So no matter what this man do, there is always these guys and women. They're always gonna not give him
Always.
his justice. So
Right. No, it's true. So let me see. I just saw. Oh, Ness a huge Canelo fan. He said Bud would lose to Berlanga. Oh Lord. Okay.
so
To
now he's trying to
Berlanga.
put the thing on him. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
See, that's
Okay.
crazy. That's what I'm talking about. See, they pack their bags so quick. The suitcase is always ready with your shit in there. Y'all don't even unpack because y'all already know y'all gotta go to the next destination. They get their suitcase and then they go to the next fighter. All right, now Benavides, we're on your and not Benavides,
Right.
Berlinga. Now we're on your
Now,
side.
now
Let's
we're
go get
Now
Bud.
we're Berlanga fans. But we
Yeah.
criticized them. We criticized them after Canelo.
I got my
Um,
train transfer right here. They said I can root for you now. You're gonna be Bud. That's what they.
exactly. Bud Smoke
Oh my God,
Canelo
crazy.
said Two Tone and Boxing Ego switched up quick. You know what, Two Tone? Look, I go back and forth with Two Tone. Like I don't follow him, but you know we see him on the timeline. You know, most of the time I don't agree with him.
He's a
I don't
content
know.
creator. It's
I
just
don't
that's
know
what it is. He's just a
background
content creator. He's a content. He knows what to say to get the people going,
is
and he do a
that
great job of it. I must say, they both do a
yes,
great job of getting
yes,
the people going.
that
And as much as I don't want to get irritated sometimes with some things they tweet, that's how good they are. You know they're gonna say some bullshit, but you see it and you still get pissed. So it's
that's
the same
true.
thing.
That's true. And that's the thing. That's the thing because people don't know how to separate real boxing heads from the content creators. I mean, look at his name that I do not follow him. I will never follow him. Taco Head. You know, I would never follow. I don't even want to say anything about him because I don't want to give him any props on this channel.
Oh, okay. I think I
That
know
is
he's.
the Lord Jesus Christ have mercy on me. Let me just shut up. Let me just shut up.
It's crazy.
Um,
I
and
don't argue with these people. It's before the last big fight with Crawford against Bud. I mean Spence. I had bookmarked all these nasty tweets,
yes,
people
yes,
hating, and
it's
then
so
when
good.
Bud won, I went back and I got him out. I spun the black. I said, "Sir, anybody want to ride? We're gonna go by these bookmarks and we're gonna let people know what's going on and remind them of all the nasty things they said." So this year, well, this fight, I did bookmark some stuff just so I could see other people come back to it because I seen a lot of other bookmarks on there too. I said, "Oh, they're gonna come back and get this guy when Bud wins,"
Yeah,
and they did, and they
yeah,
did. So
yeah.
yeah,
And you just sit back and watch it. Just
and I
watch
just
it
sit back and
all.
watch, and now I'm cool as a cucumber now. I'm chilling, and and I'd be like, oh, that would have been me. There's a guy named VD on Twitter. He's doing the same shit I was doing, and I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Sit back. I'm just sit back and watching, and I'm not
Yeah.
saying nothing. There was this. I don't even remember what is it. He had. I don't know. He looked like Canelo with a hat on, a glass. The biggest hater on Twitter. I didn't say nothing on it, but I just let him marinate. Everybody else getting him. Somebody said, "Oh, okay." Badger Wolf said, "I fought Andrade in the amateurs too. His career got played." So what do you mean by that? It got played like he should have been elevated, or he wasn't what people thought he was. I just want to know.
Oh, they said Taco Head lost 20K.
What?
You know what? I don't think he lost 20K. I think he's lying to y'all because if y'all watch that little clip, yeah, he was paid to do that. It was a betting site advertising.
Doesn't he like get sponsored by a site, something like that?
Yeah, they put a fake 20K in his account so he could make that video and then say, go crazy on there. Act like you're spending all this money and they're gonna
here's some content.
They're gonna fall in line.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can do that if y'all want to.
Wait, Nika, hold on. What if somebody said something that Twin Munoz says I'm a little behind, but Nika, did you get the balls? What is he talking about?
Because I said that Max Kellerman was talking about Dana White. And I'm just like, because he was glazing Dana White, and I'm just like, damn, did you get the ball?
Yes, exactly. Yes, Boxing Pro. We never seen anyone swing on Canelo the way Bud did. It was impressive. Yes, absolutely. Oh, we got another ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Antonio Luna. Thank you. Who deserves to carry the torch more, Bud or Benavidez? Torch of what? Whoever has it now, which is Bud. What the hell? He worked hard for it.
Boxing does. What? Okay, Boo Boo fucked up. Kane Beach said I'm at the house on Bud. So you got another house now? You have two houses?
I bet the house on Bud. Okay, yeah.
That's good.
It was great.
What do you think? So what do you think? So what do y'all think? What do you think is next? Like, who do you think that Canelo would fight, like, realistically? We talked about like a few names that are out there, but if you have to like bet on somebody that he's gonna fight next, who would you say?
I don't know. To be honest, they both could like enjoy their money, but I know they got contracts and they're gonna. I don't know. Either person, as much as people talk, people are gonna tune in. Like Canelo could fight, my stepdad. People are gonna they're gonna be like, Viva Mexico! Like they're gonna do. But and I also wanted to give like a props to Canelo because he knows how to take a loss. He knows how to take a loss. He needs to like talk to his fans and tell them like, you know what? Because when he spoke about Bud, it was such in like he was just like, hey, don't discredit the man. Like he did what he was supposed to do. He couldn't handle the man. He did take the losses, like take the wins.
He did calm down one media person, hater. He did shut him down.
Bud did.
Reporting. Well, yes. So Bud shot him the finger, and he still said he thought Canelo won. And then he went up to Canelo and said, "Hey, Canelo, I thought you won." He's like, "No, we lost, and we need to accept."
Oh, I didn't see that. So Canelo checked them.
We told Ellie, who I don't even like mention his name either. No, I lost. We need to accept it. Like,
see, that's a damn shame when the fighter has to tell you, no, buddy, I lost, man.
Exactly. And it's like, what were you watching? What fight were you watching? Like, so people like
with
that.
With the hater goggles on. That's what he was watching with his hater
goggles.
When you have your hater goggles on, the punches that are landing, they go right by your face. You don't see it. You just it went into the matrix.
This is the thing, and it happens all the time. So you get these coaches, and I'm not naming any names. I'm just saying you get these coaches, okay, and they have a world champion, right? So they have somebody that's wanting to cover the world champion. Sure, cool, yes. They get in the gym. They give them access to their champion, to the gym. Then there's another champion. And this guy's still around. He's been loyal. He's speaking about your guys in the best terms. Never going against them. Putting the media out there, growing, and that's this guy. This guy, everybody that he rides for, they've allowed access. And he's the parrot. Put this out, say this, do this, do this. So he's gonna keep getting paid, keep putting out stupid shit, bias stuff, you know, and that's oh look,
Ding
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 ding.
ding. Thank you, D
These
Style Boxing. You put some heart,
these
but
everybody was
I heard
looking
you
for
got a
you,
song
bro.
out. Did you really write a song talking shit for this fight? Because I gotta listen to it. And if I don't like
I'm
what I
about
hear,
to
you're gonna get a diss track, okay?
I'm about to send him the link because I want him to
Yeah,
sing the
I know what you were
song.
saying before because
And he was
he was
talking
kind of
so much
he's
shit.
still hating low key online though. He's still
Yeah, I
hating
know
on.
he is.
So,
He was talking so much shit and how Canelo was gonna do this and that and
same thing everybody
calling us
said.
crazy, calling us crazy,
Yeah,
and
that's
people
a
were ready
beautiful thing.
for us to like hang him up by his toes.
I love, but you know what? People gotta stop too. Like, it's okay if the person that you pick lost
Right.
because they live in their, they could live to fight another day. You know,
Absolutely, and they're both
um,
safe and they're both healthy, and I love it.
all boxers are not gonna be undefeated. So somebody gotta lose, and if it's your guy, take
Yeah,
it on the chin, keep it
exactly.
moving.
Take it on
Just
the
like the
chin.
boxer, because Canelo, he took that loss so good. Like I don't, his fans really need to take a page out of his book because his fans are the ones that are not in hiding. Because a lot of them that were talking shit before, they're in hiding. But the ones who are not in hiding, they're talking still delusional. Like it's crazy. I've never seen this in my life. Like grown ass
These
men like that. That's why I said men are bigger groupies than women. I
they
just
are.
debate with your mama,
No,
your
they
auntie,
no,
whoever.
no. These I put the link here because I'm in a Airbnb and the internet is not that good and it's just not going through. And then you got an Android too, so it's a little slow. Oh, we got another ding ding ding.
Ding 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 ding. Antonio Luna. Antonio Luna. He's adding this out. I love your response to the Canelo haters. Ugh. Okay. Who was hating?
Nobody hated. As a matter of
Yeah,
fact,
he's
Nasser was
not
one of
from
his
here
fans.
because we never hated on Canelo. I'm a fan of Canelo too. So it's just like, but y'all gotta stop like make it like it's the end all be all. Like if you pick somebody, you can't root for them ever again. It's like, come on. If
Right.
like, I want to see the response he's talking about.
I want to
And I
see
want
the
to hear the
response.
song.
Don't be
I really
scared.
want to hear the song.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared, D Star. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Hear that song? Crystal. I
Yeah.
wish Crystal was here. Because Crystal was so mad about that song. She's
So
working on.
I gotta hear it because I did not see him singing those songs online. But anyways,
We have and this weekend we have Tierra fighting. She's defending
in
her
Houston,
title.
in
I'm
Houston.
excited about that in Houston. Yes, I'm excited about that. Hit that link, D. Yeah, hit that link, D. Link, D style. Hit that link. But I'm super excited about her. I would love, I don't know what needs to happen, but I'm just like praying, I would love, love, love for MVP to pick her up because she is too
Tarzan.
talented.
Yeah.
So
So
whoever's holding to her, let her go. Let her go. Let her go.
because I
Please.
know I'm pretty sure these people want her. Like
They do.
she did some big things. She beat Sky. That was a big thing. So and everybody counted her out.
She just
So
hasn't gotten the opportunities and she got it and she took it and she stole it. Daniel, so I'm in at nationals right now. We have 5 fighters. God willing, we want to make it to the finals. We want to make it all the way and get our fighters ranked. If anything happens, but I reject that name of Jesus. I'll be in Houston too. But it was his response. Well, Antonio, what was it? What was his response?
he said it's on Instagram, so I'll check it later.
So Bud Smoke Canelo. Yeah, you know what? I got Thurman stopping Fedora October 25th. I really do too. I think Fedora has gotten better. He's using his range better and everything like that. But I really feel like even Tim's the first fight before he got cut, he was winning and could have won, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I was blessed enough to
But
be there, and it was great.
that fight ruined him though, because now it gives him like a PTSD where he thinks that
Yes.
he's always bleeding from it and it's like sweat or something. So
Yes.
I hope he gets over that, because I actually love him as a fighter. So I don't know. I just know that you could tell that he's like panicking, like in the ring when he thinks his like the cut open or something. So
Yeah. Yeah. So
I can't even
I don't.
imagine how he's feeling in there. Like,
I like him and I love his sister. I think she's great, but I just think that I don't want to say that I thought it was a fluke, but it almost kind of was. I don't know. I'm gonna get tortured for this, but I feel like Thurman can beat him. I do feel like
I
Thurman
don't
could.
think you're gonna get torched for that. I think a lot of people think that,
Okay.
because he's his chin is a little bit suspect from Dura. So and Thurman is a crafty fighter. He's
Yeah, I don't, and he's not gonna
he knows
fight
how
him
to.
long. He's
Yeah,
not gonna fight him long. He's gonna be mid range. He's gonna be on the inside, And once you get inside, I mean, what's Fandora gonna do? I've never seen Fandora
that's
really fight on
I
the
don't think
back
that's
foot.
easy to say. I don't think
So
that's easy to say. So
no, he
um,
doesn't. He does not fight on the inside like he used to.
so
No, he doesn't. Obviously, he's gotten better. I mean, boxers need to progress, and they do progress. They do grow. But seen Fandora fight on the back foot. Have you? Like, if somebody really pressures him,
no,
and
since
can
they
get mid
said,
range.
see, the second fight, Fandura did look better. Like he
Yes.
did look better, but I still think Thurman. I think yeah, his sisters learn. I think to me, his sister's a better
No, I
fighter.
do too. His sister is amazing, for sure. I
Yeah,
totally agree
I
with
feel like
you.
that she's just a better fighter. That's just what it is. I don't agree.
Yeah,
I
same.
don't agree, but I think she's a better fighter, to be honest. So
No, I
who
definitely do
will?
too.
It's Bud versus Keith. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen now, but that would have been a fun fight.
No, you know what? I mean, Bud has said himself, he's not just going to keep going. He's not going to let boxing retire him. He is going to retire before boxing retires him. He wants to have his faculties. He's got money, he has investments. Honestly, I don't know for a fact, but I dare say he probably has one more good. We know Canelo has two because he has a contract, and then I can see him riding off into the sunset too.
You know what fight I want to talk about? The Lester Martinez
Oh my
and
gosh,
the
and Billy.
Mbilli fight. That was such a good fight. Oh my
That
god, that
was
was
from
that was
the
action
first
packed.
bell to the last bell.
Yes, that was action packed, man. But I really think that if there was like one more round, and Billy would have got knocked out. He would have got knocked out.
You saw Lester like really just coming back, really
Yeah,
coming
he
back,
was.
picking it up.
And then, but I feel like he was exerting too much of his strength and energy pushing Billy off.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a small guy. Like, he looks like
No.
I don't even know how much they weighed in that night. But most of the fight, it was Lester like pushing him. Like, it looked like he was lifting him up and pushing him. And to
Yeah.
me, that he was using way too much energy and
Energy. Yeah.
strength to
That's
do
true.
that. So I think that was in Billy's plan, because he was just kept leaning his weight on him, like his whole body on him, that he had to kind of just push him off. I don't think he should have just
It's
stepped his
true.
ground.
No,
But
I agree with you, and I agree with the draw because I think the first
I'm
time
okay with the
Billy
draw.
was pushing him, and then Lester was coming back. Told him, I mean, Womack said, hey, they gave him that round, like, and then here comes Lester. He just like. He's different. He's definitely different. And Lester Martinez, we know, was Bud Crawford's sparring partner, and he did a way better job. No disrespect than Boots did for Canelo. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They thought they had the magic. They had the secret weapon, and it didn't work out. It did not work out.
Do
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
if that fight has like a rematch for it, and Billy and Lester?
I
Because that
mean,
was such a good fight. That
you
was a
know
really
what?
good
I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I mean, in Billy, he might be like, hell no, I don't want to fight him again
fight.
because he might
Yeah,
take my belt.
yeah.
Or he might say, you know what? No, this is a good matchup. I loved it, and let's do it again. I'm sure Lester would do it again, but that's a good question. If there was like a rematch clause,
Rematch.
or if it was a draw, how would it go?
Yeah, because like you said, like if I'm in Billy, I don't think I would want to fight him again either. So
No,
I wonder if there was
absolutely
a
not.
rematch.
Next. But
They said
Smoking said there was no rematch
okay.
clause. Okay. And yes, Stephen Pope Coney said Lester was by the ropes a lot in the beginning. He was, and Bomac did say, get off the ropes, which was true because even even though sneaky on the inside and everything, the judges see your back,
Yeah.
and they see that
He was,
Mbilli is
I
like
you could
kicking you
hear
forward.
Bomac loud and clear when he was saying, "Get on the ropes, get
Yeah,
on the ropes."
yeah,
So,
exactly.
but I
Yeah.
really wouldn't mind seeing that again. I hope there was no rematch clause, but it doesn't mean that the fight can't happen again. Then.
Oh my gosh, greasy official music, Bud versus Benavides, or it's a duck like Canelo. Bye bye. No ducks. No, it's not. Brown Eye says, I remember they made a big shit about Boots sparring with Canelo to get him ready for Bud. Yeah, it was all over the internet. It was blowing up. Everybody on everybody's YouTube page, everybody's Twitter, X. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. The secret weapon. The secret weapon. Yeah, well.
So there's a Mbilli versus Shiraz next, or shit, Lester. Either one. I want to see Mbilli and Lester again. I do,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I think it's.
Greasy official music. I didn't put out your comment because you are disrespectful and full of shit. I got a boxing, so yeah, I picked Bud, but there's nothing else like that, And if you have eyes, you saw that he did a
What he said?
masterful.
Cause I didn't read. What he said?
Yeah. I took
Oh,
that shit
the
off. I took that shit off.
what did
'Cause
it? What
I'm
was
not
it?
gonna
Oh,
deal. I'm
he
not gonna
made
deal
a.
with no. I'm not gonna deal with any
I have
disrespect.
my
You're
glasses on.
disrespecting somebody. Go home and disrespect whoever's in your house. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Let me go back and I gotta go back and read that.
Ray Big Time
So tell me
35
what.
says Mbilli versus Shiraz next. Lester versus Shiraz. That might be good. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. That's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. Stupid.
Don't let him get you out of your good. We
You
in a
got
good mood.
opinion too. That don't
We in
mean
a
you.
good mood.
That don't mean you
Look at
do
me
right.
getting you out of
That don't
this.
mean
You
you
know?
licking ass. Just
Yeah.
saying. People are so ignorant. Like serious. Shiraz
You
does
know, I
have
know
some crazy
too much
pop. He
about
looked
that.
really good his last fight. Shiraz looked really good his last fight.
Yeah,
So I'm
he
really
did.
curious who's getting him next, or who is he getting next? Because like we said before, that's Uncle Turk's guy. That's Uncle Turk's guy. So I'm very 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 curious about that. Um, Carlisle Tom said Bud won more than 50% of the exchange. Canelo had him in the corner. Yeah, absolutely. You think Canelo would like hit him with like two hard shots, and here comes Bud with 5 and 6. You know. Yeah, this must be your first
Now
time on the
I'm
page.
saying, you just want
Greasy. It
go,
must be your
go,
first
go,
time on the
go and
page.
see. Cause now you're trying to get me activated,
It's okay.
buddy. Yeah.
No, we can take opinions, but we can't take you talking about us and like telling us what we're doing and what we're not doing. We're calling you names because we're grown.
Well, now I'm gonna tell you now. You could go suck a dick and choke on it. That's what you can do. Because I don't know what you said, but now you're getting on my nerves, and I don't give a fuck what you're talking about in the comments. Bye. Ugh.
Hop off.
But
Hop
anyways,
off. Jay Smith said Steven Nelson did a great job with the gloves, boxing shorts. He did, and he always does. He designs his own stuff. He designs for
oh,
Bud and
he
for
fought
others.
that night too. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about.
Um, I see half and half online that people said that the fight was stopped too prematurely, but I don't think he was gonna win. The guy was. I don't think he was
Yeah,
gonna win, but it did look like he could have. They could have gave him a count. Like,
yeah, there were 8 counts. They could have definitely given him an 8 count. I mean, I know it was a good like shot to the body. He fell on the ropes, and he was like, I think. Usually it's like 6 to 8 seconds, hands up, and you're not like responding. But I don't think it was that long. I think that it was a little premature, but it's so with people dying all the time. It's just like it's so hard to gauge when you're the official. It's like, do I stop it? Do I not stop it? Everything's on them. That I would never ever want to be a referee, like ever.
see, he said,
But
Ray Big Time says he thinks he got stopped too early. Yeah, I
yeah,
think they should have. I don't think he
yeah,
was gonna win the fight because the guy he was. I don't even know the guy's name, to be honest. I don't remember the name,
right.
but well, maybe he could have. I don't know. This is boxing. Boxing.
Yeah, we're talking
Go
about his
watch.
stablemate Steven.
Go watch. Let me go ahead and can I block him from there? Put
Yeah,
user in timer,
yeah,
ban
block
user,
him.
and delete your comments. Everybody say bye.
He got his finger up his ass
Fuck
talking
boy,
shit.
fuck boy. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's a grown ass. That's my perfect example. A grown ass man on a Tuesday night in a chat trying to start beef with women. You don't got no pussy to go fuck. Like, why are you over here? Grown ass man. See what I mean? Grown ass man. And I bet he can't even wash his ass properly. But you in a chat over here trying to argue with women over their boxing opinions, man. Out of here. Oh.
And yes, we're talking about because that was the fight last weekend, and next weekend talking about Tierra and whoever else. I'm just saying.
Well, I kicked him out.
Oh, seem to where y'all get here started.
I was behaving, y'all, but this motherfucker was doing.
You've been doing really good.
But don't get it twisted, y'all. Just because I'm behaving, y'all cannot come in here and disrespect nobody. Because I feel like if you disrespect me, you're gonna get disrespected. I'm gonna give you the same energy you get.
It was probably D Block, aka She Block. I know he's having a breakdown after Canelo.
If that is him, if I ever find out that was him, I don't think he's that dumb. I think he's dumb, but I don't think he's that dumb. Please don't be that dumb. Please don't be that dumb, and don't start gaslighting us.
Yeah, don't do that. But I did notice our guy, D Style. He said no, he's not coming on. He said no, I'm not coming on.
All right, so where can we find? Where can we watch Tierra's fight?
So that's a good question. Does anybody know where we can watch Tierra's fight? Because I do not know, but I'm gonna look it up. Okay. See, she needs to be on the big stage. She needs to be, on the big networks.
Yeah, he got my attention for a second because he's out. I kicked him out, but I had to say something because these be grown ass men. That's what I'm talking about, grown ass men. And I just know. And some of these people have wives and children. They are pushing that ignorance onto their children. Can you imagine? You go in your dad's room and you see your dad online doing all of this, trying to argue with a woman online. Daddy, can you help me with my homework? No. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to argue with us.
I'm busy right now.
I'm busy. So yeah, anyways. But anyways, this was a good week, It
was a great week. We're so happy. And we're just gonna he got blocked. It got blocked. Whatever.
The bitch got blocked. The bitch got blocked.
But so anyways, I hate Crystal couldn't join us, but because we're gonna have to run it back. Tierra Brown.
Well, no, when Crystal gets back next week, she gonna talk. She gonna give her a chance to say what she want to say. So yeah,
she definitely is. No, she definitely is. She is because she's got a lot to say. She got a lot to say.
She has a lot to say, and she's gonna say it, and she deserves to say it. So
these guys say he would. Maybe he was paying. So the only reason that we're not Wednesday, it's my fault, is because we're at Nationals and I have 5 fighters fighting, and then Crystal's at Nationals too. She's a judge, chief official. So that's why, thank God Nika was able to do it on Tuesday, or else y'all would have had to wait till next week. But we still would have been hyped. Just saying.
Yeah. It still would have been the same energy. Yeah, same energy. So,
yes, Tierra, the beach guy.
What was I gonna say? You want me to give my final thoughts for the day?
I do.
Water. So I just want to say thanks to everybody in the chats for tuning in on a Tuesday, talking about it on a Tuesday. Congratulations to Team Crawford. Congratulations to all the Crawford fans that were respectful. And the boxing fans, because you don't have to just be a fan of Crawford. You could be just a boxing fan.
Right, boxing fan. Period. Yes.
And just because I'm in my peaceful era, don't think that you could ever come into this chat and start disrespecting anybody in here. And I'm just gonna be like, no, you're still gonna get cussed out. I'm behaving, but you're still gonna get cussed out. Don't come in here and disrespect. We're just talking boxing. It's not that serious. We're not disrespecting anybody. Spend time with your family. If this is not what you want to see, you want to go spend time with your family. Go play with your balls. Do something. Get out of here. Like, people are so weird. But anyways, see y'all next Wednesday.
Yes, everybody in the chat. Yes, she does have her own channel, Red Big Time 35. She does have her own.
Yeah, but I haven't been live on that forever. So no, my channel's over here. 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't be
this is
doing
where
that.
we gather. This is where we gather. Me and my girls, we gather here. But thanks to everybody in the chat for tuning in. We love to love you, and we will see you on next Wednesday. Hopefully, to have a couple of guests on, and you know how we do it. We're actually crushing it every day, but you know we
Yeah,
Wednesday.
question.
Yeah, Wednesday. Love to love you. Have a good night.